We're going to take a little walk through the BRC. I normally do this with my HD camera, and I probably will tomorrow. But I want to do a quick walkthrough.
That's not good. That's
Give you an idea, if you've never seen one of these before, how big they are. This one's especially big. I think this is the largest LAN party in North America this year. There's probably 4,000 plus. There's 5,000 seats. I would say you're probably see some empty tables. I would probably say you're looking at maybe 4,000 to 4,500, which is quite large. And it's about 12:30. And you can see, oh, that's a nice monitor. I don't know if I could play a game on it, but it sure looks cool. That's a curved monitor. We've had a long day, a good day. Michael and his teammate Gareth, aka Dewey and Garpy. This is the area where people can play if you didn't bring a machine, I believe. Yeah, this is the area. They played 3 very tough matches. 2 of the teams they beat are top 5, 4 and 5. It earned them a place in the final 8, which guarantees them some payola. Now let's see if we can win this thing. I fully believe they have the capability to do so. And the scary part is they haven't hit their potential yet. I'm just showing you some machines. They've only been playing together a couple, 3 months. I think since about June. And even though they're both good players individually, to mesh as a team, it takes some time. And those 2 have been grinding. Grinding means practicing a lot, sacrificing a lot. Both of them. Gareth has been on he's from the UK, on a completely different sleep schedule. Which means that basically when Michael gets home at about 5:30, he gets on directly, and Gareth is ready to go, and has been ready to go. I'm going to walk over some other areas, but I wanted to tell you all about this first. Both of these kids sacrificed a lot. It's extraordinary that, first off, I'm not sure there has been an alliance like this where one person's in Northern Europe and the other one's in the United States and competing professionally. The logistics are just not there. Or let me put it this way, the logistics are not conducive to being successful, but these guys have made it happen. And to make it into the final 8 is really awesome. But they are capable of winning this whole thing. Very, very capable. And I fully expect that they believe they will win this thing. That's not to take away from any of the other teams, because believe me, you got Legend and Rafa, and to hang, you got legends all over the place. These guys have been playing, and a lot of new talent, including three teams in Maestro. To have 3 teams like this, that's 6 top of the line players. That's really rare to get on one team. They've done it, and we'll see how everything goes. I know I'm going kind of fast here. hopefully we'll get to take some time tomorrow to go a little slower. Nice machine setup. Don't know yet when they play tomorrow. It's a nice looking machine. Very vertical looking machine. It's going to take me a little while longer to get things going today because it's so much larger. Last year they had 1,800 seats. So this is considerably larger for me to walk through. And again, this year you'll find more and more young ladies in the competition. As a matter of fact, they didn't make it to the 8, but one of the top teams was had a boyfriend-girlfriend, and they played very, very well. Turtle Recall is the name of their team. Side Gibb and Festive Turtle, boyfriend-girlfriend, and they did quite well. And you see a lot of people bring projectors and they put their stuff up on the wall. It's a cool setup. And this is interesting. It looks like the cooling tower is separate. Down there is where I'm guessing the radiator is. It feeds up into the top computer. So he has a big ass radiator. You can see there the video card is encapsulated in liquid. It's a nice setup. Usually a lot of the better looking machines are sitting on the outside. That's not to say there are not a lot of great machines on the inside. They're just harder to find. Particularly with a BYOC this large. Hopefully this is not too shaky. It's a nice little setup there. To me, a lot of them are sweet and simple. This one's a dual cards. Someday maybe when the price of the 1070s come down a little bit, I may try to venture into that. I've done a lot more experimentation this year than I have in the past. Not so much with overclocking, which is what I used to do. They've made it a lot easier now. But with cooling and lighting, I'm also going to look into seeing if I can get my, I'll walk by my machine here in a little bit, getting my plexiglass etched with something. I'm not sure yet. Part of me wants to do Quakecon, part of me wants to do something else. Now, I don't know if this is somebody's machine or not, but if it is, that's pretty damn impressive. That is somebody's machine. Here's one, nice and colorful. Got a green, nice setup. Really nice setup. Okay, the good news, bad news is I kind of lost where I am. I think I'm this way. Yeah, there's the knock over there, and I'll walk by some machines. You see, there's still some blanks, but I think, you know, having, you either kind of got to do 5,000, because you do any less than that, and you might as well cut down to half the room, which is 2,500. Basically, what it looks like is they doubled the size of the room. So there's no point in getting the other side of the a whole nother room if you're not going to use it all. What's the point? So you might as well seat it for that many. And what you'll probably see, and this was something that Michael's team sponsor Nigel told me, he said you're probably going to see Bethesda take a much larger role and start kind of making this a more generic conference. It'll be a gamers conference. It'll still have a Quakecon element to it, but they have a lot of other titles too. And these are my two buddies over here, my old clanmates, playing Battlefield. I'm going to get on in a little bit and play with them, because they really suck without me. Here's my rig. I don't have a lot of lighting going on right now. Let me turn it on real quick and then kind of get a feel. So I'm going to run a little program for the motherboard. Right now I have it on sound. Well, let's do this. So let's do this. I'll show you what I mean. I have all caps on apparently. This is one of my favorite ones I like to play. This guy right here. You won't be able to hear it, but it's looks like a dance class for families. And so they basically are doing To Let's Groove Tonight by Earth, Wind and Fire. Each group goes to a certain portion of it, and it's choreographed. Now, what I'm a little worried about is the sound. Let's see if it's because of this. It has the sound going, but it doesn't look like it's. So let's do color cycle and apply. I don't want to do color cycle, I want a rainbow. And apply. And then so you can kind of, unfortunately I got a lot of crap sitting over here with it. But, oh, let me close that down. So that's my setup, my keyboard, mouse, headphones. It's colorful. There's Marcus and Krista, my brother-in-law and nephew. Go walk around a little more. And even though it is Quakecon, you'll go around here and you'll see that actually probably a large portion of the people don't play Quake at all. That's the knock. They all got all new gear this year. Very impressive. That's what drives the entire network. Where all these computers collapse into. Basically what they do is they have some spud switches, a couple of them per each length, and you plug into that, and then those go up vertically to that monstrosity. I don't think they've had network issues, but they've been having some issues with the tournament, which is a little disconcerting, and I hope they get them straightened out by tomorrow, because basically what's happening is, if you look at any of the VODs, which are videos on demand for the Quake Twitch casting that's been going on, is you'll see cases where the game will freeze up for about 15 seconds, some longer than others, and it's actually affecting the players. It's quite, matter of fact, in Michael's map, when they were playing one of the maps, they actually cost them a frag because Michael ended up getting teleported off the map. And what happens with that is you get charged with a suicide, which actually takes a point away. And that can't happen when $175,000 is on the line. That simply cannot happen. So I'm gonna make one more pass down here. Said I don't think I'm gonna get it all in tonight. Oh, here's one up here. Maybe a little gaudy from here anyway. Lots of different colors. I like his Quake symbol though on the side. See, what I'd like to do on my plexiglass is to have that Quake emblem etched into the plexiglass. I kind of prefer the clean look. It's not a bad looking machine, but you'll find me gravitating. Now, there was some really cool shit. I've seen everything from Optimus Prime at these things to Hellraiser, Nailhead. I'm not kidding you. It was a upper body bust. I think I've been down here before. I'm gonna walk down. And of course, balls. Life wouldn't be great, or Quake. It wouldn't be Quake without balls. For those that don't know, balls has an ingredient called guarana, which will hype you up even more so than caffeine. So you'll see people, in order to stay up, myself included, drink some balls. This is my 18th, I think. I've been going since 2001. It's my 18th Quakecon.
Anything you want to do, and have them fail most of the time, unless you engineer them correctly.
I actually met one of the bennies of having a son who's a professional player is all the gaming companies. Excuse me.
So sorry.
No, you're all right. You're all right. All the gaming companies. That's a nice setup. Actually, the ladies usually, generally speaking, have some of the cooler looking machines. They're very simple, straightforward theme, but it works. That's an interesting computer. Okay, I think I've covered a good portion. I may walk back this way and towards the back. I don't think I covered that area. And then you have your T-Rex playing, your normal T-Rex. I also we had one of the best cosplays I think I've seen, which was a Deadpool. This is not safe for work. But I asked if I could take a picture. He said sure. So he posed for the picture. I said cheese, and he said fuck you. And I said perfect. Because I wouldn't expect anything less from Deadpool. So he was playing the character up. I don't know how late I'm going to stay up tonight. It's, I think, getting close to 1, and man, I'm tired. I'm going to try to get another balls down and see if I can. And you have congregations like this here, but I'm going to see if I can get another balls down so I can stay up. It's a nice setup. Another nice water cooled. Now a lot of these, this one I don't see it. A lot of these you'll see a little cardboard placard stand on top of some of these machines. I'm trying to find one, and what that's for. Of course, no day would be complete without a lighted entranceway. Forgot what I was talking about. That's what happens. That's nice with the Quake logo fashioned into water cooling. cool. There's the placard up there on top. It's actually turned on its side. What that is they have a contest. They have modding contests here. And they win, if I'm not mistaken, they potentially could win. They either win money or they win a modded computer. And I'm going to tell you, some of these, I haven't seen one yet that I would suspect this, but some of these machine setups are extremely expensive. I've heard upwards of $50,000 to $60,000 just for the modding. The computer is actually the cheap part. So, anyway, I'm getting a little sleepy, so I think I'm gonna. Oh, you know what I didn't look for? The back of my pooter is supposed to. Oh, I think I see it. Yeah. So, not my computer, but my monitor. I had a monitor go out a couple weeks ago. And I replaced it, and I got me an Alienware, and that's it right there with the blue lighting in the back. Got a lot of horsepower here. I'll tell you, some of these machines, you got a lot of horsepower. There's another quick beam. There's that placard on top. That's a nice setup. Got braided cabling. See, this is where it's really clean. It doesn't, it's not complicated. It's really clean. All the cabling is perfectly cut to length. All the tubing for the fluid is cut perfect to length and bent to length. That's an Asus board, I know, because I have this board. An Asus Strix, Rock Strix. I don't know if that's the 270 or the 370. He also has the memory, the onboard M2 memory, hard drives, SSD drives. Really nice setup. I think that's the 370 board. Looks good. You'll see the number on top, which is just the entry. You got like that hat. You got the whole NVIDIA thing going there. Alright, I'm done for now. I'll get back and do some more of this. I'm going to creep up on my brother-in-law and his son. And he's playing War of Tanks, and he's playing, looks like PUBG. Okay. Signing off for now. Later. Bye.